Hey YouTubers, I found this old video that I had recorded as probably a 10-year-old from 1980 something, and I decided I would clean it up a little bit and then give you sort of my interpretation of what I was going for. And it's not so much a reaction video as more of an explanation video, because I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did this. I was very obsessed with magic and with stop motion type photography, where I would do stuff like put it in this, you'll see, I put a cassette tape, make it go through glass, and then have it come out the other end. Of course, I was using terrible technology. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to grit my teeth. I may actually turn this camera off so that you don't see me, because it's very painful to watch. Again, 10 years old, borrowing Dad's video camera. It was not my camera, although I feel like I used it about 5 times as much. Sorry, Dad. The premise is I give you the premise when the video starts. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but again, interpretation is coming.
We assigned malicious mark on the case. Jehoshaphat Harry had just won a brand new recorder and he wanted to watch the Battlestar Galactica tape. So malicious mark went out to get it.
So I was trying to say Jehoshaphat because I had a Batman alarm clock, and it said that, you know, hey, jump in Jehoshaphat, Batman. Anyway, I don't know why I wrote that intro. I even remember writing it out in the paper before I recorded it. This is me in my leather jacket I think my mom bought that I probably never wore except for just this video. I'm sneaking along here, and in the original video, the theme to the Pink Panther is playing. But since this is YouTube, we will not be playing that. We'll be playing something that I can, you know, use in the background. All right, I don't know what I was looking for in there and why I'm scared or why I'm kicking it. We had 3 of these bookcases, by the way. Oh, and in my left hand, I'm holding the remote for the VCR. Oh, and here's the part where I'm gonna like surprise you and oh look, instead of a gun, I pulled out this red hat, which, whew, that was close. Yep, that was pretty good. I don't know what I'm stooping down to pick up. Maybe the hat again. And by the way, every time I look to the left, I'm looking at the VCR. I don't know why. Maybe to make sure it's still recording. Oh, look, the hat's trying to get stuck on my foot. Oh, this is such slapstick. Look at that. Yeah, I was going to take a bite out of it. That'll show that hat. All right, now let's see. What are we doing? Oh, I looked in there earlier. Nope, nothing's in there, just like before. That's good. My goal is to get a cassette tape for somebody, I guess, according to that intro. These are all tapes that you could buy. And by the way, a blank VHS tape back then is like 25, 30 bucks. Crazy. I don't know how we budgeted for this. I have to ask my dad that. I know we bought boxes of 10. Those were cheaper. So I'm just fidgeting. I'm laughing about something. Maybe it's because I'm realizing that I have so many tapes to choose from. Look at another up close. You see that we used little emojis back in the day to show what kind of themed thing was on the tape. I don't know if you can see the little animation thing. All right, so here's the Battlestar Galactica tape. I'm walking, and then like, oh no. Oh, I vanished. Yep. Now, this actually was recorded like a few weeks later. Like, my friends saw the tape of this, and they were like, dude, you've got to put us in it. And I'm like, okay. And so I reused my costume. I don't recall these kids' names. I have them written down somewhere. They were like one street over. That's my sister. She's helping. Now, see, they went through the fireplace, but this kid's, the other sister, not my sister here, just decided, hey, I'll just walk through the front door. Because I'm more clever than them. That was our parakeet in the background. R.I.P. So they're going to sneak in the same way I snuck in. And what's funny is that the little sister that's last is slower. Like every time. Like, here comes him. Here comes my sister. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then there's like this really long delay. And I'm sure we're going, go, 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 go. And it goes real fast. Okay, so you go over there, and you go over there, and you go over there. I don't know what we're looking for, but we're gonna go and find it. So let's look all over the place. There's lots of things to look at. By the way, that's the VCR that's recording this. That's on top of that ancient television set from the 70s. These are picture frames of elementary school pictures mostly. That's a picture I had in the Houston Chronicle. Nope, nothing under there except for the wire leading up to this camera. This is like a prosumer camera, by the way. In 1980, it was not portable. It had this giant thick cable that went over to a box that plugged into the VCR. Yep, they're just looking around. Not sure what we're looking for again. Oh, hey, there's that tape that Jehoshaphat Harry wanted, or whatever the heck his name is. Battlestar Galactica. I really like that tape, by the way. It was pretty cool until I figured out that they were playing it on TV all the time. Oh, look! Hey, I didn't vanish after all. I'm in here. They're pretty happy. And now I have the tape, but they vanished. Which, of course, is completely logical. One other thing oh, and he just appeared. That's great. Dropped out of the sky. I don't know if you can see this on the left, but the television set is playing a feed of what's on the camera. And back in the day, I didn't realize that because the picture on a television back then was curved, and you would lose some of the data on the edges or whatever. It looks like we're getting a little greedy now. We're gonna steal a bunch of tapes. So I'm grabbing all sorts of MCA tapes, which are Universal Pictures, and you can see the Muppet movie I've got there. The Jerk, that's the one that's up close. I'm giving direction while we're recording. Oh, I vanished again. This seems to happen a lot as you approach the camera. Look at the Funkin' Wagnall encyclopedias in the back. Let's see, Aliens is back. These two tapes with the black and white, those are from Photomat. 1941, The Jerk, a little bit of animation. I don't know why I decided to also do some animation with the regular, recording from the television tapes. I think I'm lowering this off to the right because I thought, oh, it's so clever. It's like a robot-driven cabinet. All right. Well, I don't know what you're doing in there. Oh, now it's closed, and oh, he jumped up. Okay, great. There's not a lot of post-production work. I think that this was edited in camera, as they say. All right, I'm back in there again. Of course, never wearing shoes. My feet are tan. Oh, snap my fingers just to get out. Check out that jacket, though. And I don't know if that collar is part of that jacket. Lordy. Yep, more magic, according to me. Again, my hand is always kind of off to the side, my left hand, because it's holding the remote, and it's a wired remote, so that I can stop and start the camera. I have went in with this video and removed a lot of the interference, because every time I paused it and then released it, the VCR would just stop. It didn't have such a thing as a flying erase head. Oh, no, look, I'm getting into a fight with the floor again. Maybe that red mask is giving me trouble. But I think my buddy comes back, and yeah, this is great. I'm not sure what was supposed to be here. I do know that in the Pink Panther music that was playing, it was the more exciting part of the music. Yep, looks like we're having a real fight. Oh, I'm like, hey, don't do that to the camera. I think I said, don't bump the camera. Yes, 1980, good times. A little bit more jumping around, and I think that we realized that the time is almost up because that song is only like 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long, and so we take a bow. I was about to hit the pause button. Man, if this kid saw this video, he'd be like, what? Okay, just a lot of lingering, and oh, looks like even more little tricks of pushing things through the glass or pulling tapes, or when you don't have a lot of money for props, you just make do. And I think I also just didn't want to move the camera too much, so I'm like, get out of the way, kid. Okay, all right, you're gonna hold it up, you're gonna throw it. Not that I could throw it. It almost looks like I just threw it off camera, but instead I hit it. Now here, I could have just picked that up out of frame, but no, I paused the camera, and now I'm doing a dance. By the way, I did not pick those glasses. My mother picked them, along with most of the clothes that I wear and my haircut. And so, if people say, you really chose to be quite geeky back then, I just go, actually, I didn't. It was someone else. Maybe that was for the best. I don't know. It was very comfortable, though. I do remember that. Okay. When I got into 6th grade, I got contact lenses. So this phase did not last as long as it had to. I vanished. Oh, we're zooming in. We're zooming in. We still have just looks like another minute or so of this, of these shenanigans. Now we're looking at the 1941 tape. Oh, I guess that's it. There you have it. The 1980-something Jehoshaphat Harry's henchman going to get videotapes and disappearing and reappearing and getting into a fight with the floor and then bringing in more henchmen and then eventually they aren't in the video anymore. Yeah, I don't know what clickbait title I'm going to use to get people to watch this. I assure you this is the last... Well, actually, there's another movie just similar like this, but there's talking and stuff like that. And it's mostly my sister and her friend. So maybe that'll be the next video I do something like this too. Anyway, please subscribe if you enjoyed that. Or if you didn't enjoy that, please subscribe. What are we going to do? 1,000 subscribers before 2018. That's our goal. Take care. Meet the Time Runners. Signing out.